From the looks of it, y'all, they done made Finn Luna's father. But hey, y'all, welcome back to another review of Life with Justice for the Bold and Beautiful January 28, 2025. Okay, y'all, so first things first, let me know your thoughts on today's episode down below. So, Finn and Lee. So, they, at first, look, I didn't see Finn still sitting there. I was like, is she talking to herself or what? But then they showed him, and I was like, oh, he's still there. Look, I thought on this episode they was going to finally show him questioning Poppy or whatever. But no, she's still over here at El Giardino with Jack. But yeah, on today's episode, they were still talking about the same thing. Basically, Lee was beating herself up about what she thought for all those years and all this stuff. And I said, wait until you find out that Finn is the father. I said, that's still crazy. But again, I repeat, this is a soap. Y'all know this ain't the first time they did some crazy stuff like this. Because I was like, well, either way it go, whether he adopted or not, that still will be considered your nephew. What? But yeah, okay, y'all. That's all. They was talking about the same thing, standing there having a conversation about the fact that she actually thought that Jagger was the father, and Finn was talking about some, you should have just came to me or whatever. Then Lee started talking about the fact that Finn and Poppy was close and all this other stuff. And I said, oh my goodness. I'm ready to see Steph's reaction though. I'm ready to find out, first of all, if he actually is Luna's father. And second of all, I'm ready for him to explain this to Steffi. But yeah, that's all she was talking about, basically saying how close him and Poppy was, and the fact that she should have came to Finn and asked him about it, and he would explain things. At first, I thought they said he was still, a child or whatever. But no, apparently, it was confirmed on today's episode. Look, they knew we was going to have questions, y'all. But it was confirmed on today's episode that Finn was starting college when Poppy came to stay with them. And she was helping out around the house. She was helping herself to Finn is what she was doing. She was helping herself to Finn. But yeah, I'm ready for Steffi's reaction. What else did they talk about? Lee was saying Poppy stepped up when she couldn't because she had to work and all this stuff. Finn over here, he know doggone well whatever went on between him and Poppy went on between him and Poppy. He talking about, maybe you got it wrong. Maybe you should run a second test on Tom Star or whatever his name is and all this other stuff. She was like, it was, what she said, conclusive or something like that. But she ended up getting called away. I think she had a patient or something like that. And Finn was just thinking about everything that she said about who Luna's father is and all this stuff. And they kept zooming in on his face. And I was like, I'm ready to see. But it's just Tuesday, so we'll see how long it takes them. Jack and Poppy. So they still at El Giardino. They done made themselves comfortable and stuff. They were here talking and everything. Jack ends up saying that Poppy being a great sister to Lee or whatever, and he couldn't believe the way she treated her all these years, and he should have said something and stepped up, and you shouldn't got involved. You got your own little situation. You might want to mind your business. But yeah, he was talking about that. Again, it was confirmed that Finn was starting college when Poppy came to stay with them, and they were just talking about that, about what Lee thought and all this stuff. And I said, well, technically she was right. Something suspicious was going on. She just had it wrong. But Jack ends up telling Poppy that Lee had no right to treat her like that. She had no right treating you like that and all this stuff. So he ends up apologizing. And then he ends up asking, well, since that's out the way, do you know who the father is? They said that it wasn't Tom. Did he mention Bill? I think he did say Bill's not the father, and we know that I'm not the father because nothing ever happened between us. So do you know who it is? She looked like she wanted to say something, but at the same time, she looked like she didn't. I don't know if that makes sense, but it kind of makes sense. Because she was looking, how they be looking all suspicious and stuff, but at the same time, why would she sit up there and tell him, well, the father is actually your son. So although we wasn't sleeping together, I was sleeping with your son behind both of y'all back. Where was he at? Where was he at? Cause Lee over here talking about some, while she was at work, while I'm at work, y'all two was doing what y'all was doing and all this stuff. Well, he obviously wasn't at the house. He obviously wasn't there. But she ain't end up telling him nothing. Luna was by herself this time. They ain't show Bill. She was just walking around in the front room or whatever, thinking about Tom and who her father could be. To my Tom's not my father and all that. You still belong in jail. I'm gonna keep saying it. None of this matters. Father or no father, you still supposed to be in the jailhouse, ma'am. But yeah, she was just, that whole scene was her talking to herself, talking about what she said. She was thinking about her conversation with Poppy when she was questioning her, and she was acting all suspicious. And I said again, y'all remember that episode where Poppy went over to Steffi and Finn's house, and she was like, Luna keeps asking about her father or whatever. Now that we think about it, they did show that scene. Now I don't know if they was originally going with this scene or whatever, and then they backtracked, or they didn't like, the fans' comments about it or what. But yeah, they did show that scene now. But yeah, the episode where she came over, she was like, Luna keeps asking about her father. And he was like, what does it have to do with me and all this stuff? But I don't think they ever went back to it after that, did they? But yeah, I done dropped my notes. Hold on, wait a minute. Yeah, and lastly we got Steffi Taylor Ridge. Taylor Ridge kissing and hugging and all cuddled up and all this stuff. I said, Brooke, you out the picture for now. Give it to the end of this year or early next year. You'll get your man back. Y'all man back. But yeah, Steffi was saying how she wants Fan to feel happiness from his parents getting back together like she does. And I said, you might want to chill out. But yeah, I'm ready for this storyline to be exposed. I said, wait a minute. Ain't it another storyline they haven't fully addressed yet? I don't know what it is, but it's something. But yeah, that's what Steffi was telling her parents. Their whole conversation was about fan parents and if Jack and Lee can get back together, not him, if Lee can ever forgive Jack. And then they was talking about Poppy, and Steffi doesn't understand why Lee treats her sister like that or whatever. And they was just hitting. It was a whole lot of foreshadowing. But that's it, y'all. That's all that happened. Let me know y'all thoughts on this episode down below. Stay tuned for the next video. Until next time, this is how girls today and be safe.